Alright, hello guys, I am here from Albino Tiger Gaming to tell you guys, to teach you about HTML coding. This is a new series that I am starting, and this will be the first episode. During this episode, I will outline the very basics of HTML coding, and I am trying to make it as easy as I can so that you're able to follow along, even with no prior coding experience. But anyway, before we begin, in order to code, you have to have a couple of different programs. Well, you can use any one of a couple programs. Sorry, I can't talk right now. But anyway, one of them is already built into most computers, especially Windows. To be honest, I don't have a Mac. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure there's some kind of program like it. But it is obviously Notepad. It's just a general program where you can type stuff into. Now that's the basics. That's not going to help you along very much for this, and it's going to be hard to catch mistakes. My personal preference is called Notepad++. I'm going to leave a link to the download in the description so that you guys can download it. It's basically Notepad, but it has a lot of extra features that will help you with coding. The last option that I know of that's a good one is Java Eclipse, which if you already have, go right ahead and you can configure it for that. I'm not going to teach that now. If you do want me to teach you how to do that, please leave some comments and I will try to make a video doing that. But anyway, you can configure it for that. So those are the three main programs that I know of that you can do. Obviously there are going to be more that you can do, so whatever floats your boat, I guess. But anyway, on to the real coding. Oh, but before I start, guys, if you have any questions, you don't understand anything, you want clarification, please leave a comment and I will try to respond to it as quickly as possible. But anyway, without further ado, the one thing you do need to know before we go is that there are these things called tags, and it's one of the main functions of HTML coding. See how I have a less than sign, then the word tags, then a greater than sign. That's anything between the less than and the greater than sign is considered a tag. Now this is the basic function that allows you to decide, or it tells the computer where to put it at. I'm not going to confuse you too much right now. I'll explain what it means in a second. But for now, if I say a tag, it means that it's a word with a greater than and a less than around it. Alright, the first thing that you need in any website coding is a tag that has HTML in it. Now, this is the case with a lot of tags, and it does come into play with HTML tags. You have to close the tag by doing dash or a /HTML. Now, this is not essential for some tags, but most tags will require a closing tag, which is just a dash and then the same exact thing as the opening tag. And anyway, the next step is to make a head. This is the part of your web page that does not show up inside on the actual web page, like the little bar up top. But anyway, you have to close the head tag, as you saw I just did. Also make a body tag, which is what will actually be on the body of your website, which is the actual page. But anyway, right now, that's your basic web page. You could turn that into a web page and it would be blank. There would be nothing on it. But you would have a web page. Now to start adding stuff, the first thing that I'm going to teach you is how to put a title in the top. Now to show you what I mean by a title in the top, I'm going to open up Google Chrome. Just sorry about this, I wasn't quite prepared. Actually, Mozilla Firefox is just easy right now. I'm going to open up Mozilla Firefox and explain just what I mean by the little tabs. And, ooh, that sucks. Hold on. New window, here we go. Alright, I opened up Google Chrome, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's go to google.com. Okay, you see up here where my mouse is, which you probably can't see, so I'm gonna pull it down. Whoops, sorry. See right here, it says Google, the word Google. That is exactly what I'm talking about when I say the tab. Now, in order to create that, what you have to do is come back to your coding page and make a tag that's called title. Then you have to close that tag, obviously. But anyway, in between that tag, whatever we write will go right here. So for this, I'm going to put HTML coding tutorial. Alright, now I'm going to save this. Here's what you gotta do. If you're on Notepad, once again, I'm not sure how you do this. I just follow along. If there's any problems, I'll leave a comment, I'll look at it. But for Notepad++, you do save as. Now you come here and it shows all your things. I am going to save mine to desktop for today's purposes. And then you name it whatever you want. So I already have mine set at HTML video tutorials.html. Now here, when it says save as type, this is key. You have to make sure it's a hypertext markup language file, or a .html or a .htm. If it's that, then you're good, and then you save it. Okay? Yes, I'm sorry, Maze. But anyway, so now we're going to go to our desktop, and you can see right here, I've made the web page. Now it appeared. Now I open it up, and bingo. What do we see? Sorry, I'm actually gonna pull that down. It's a blank web page. There's nothing on it, just a blank paper. But if we look up at the title, we can see the name we put up there, HTML coding tutorials, which is exactly what I have right here. But anyway, other things about the page that you can see is, instead of having a website address in the address bar, it tells where the file is located on your computer. Now, for purposes of my own design, I guess I'm going to be blocking out some part of this, but all you need to know is that it is part of it just tells you where the file is located. See how it'll say desktop or a folder or whatever, and then the name.html. Now, to actually get a website, you have to go and buy one, which kind of sucks, but if you really care about website coding, it's not that much. It's $2-3. You can get cheap ones at GoDaddy or Gator Hosting or something like that. Just a website. But I'm not gonna get into that right now, so I'm rambling a little bit. Anyway, you see there's a title tag there. So now we're gonna close that down. And inside our body tags, we're going to write, I'm going to write, feel free to write whatever you want in here, it does not matter. Hello, fellow coders. Now I'm going to go up to the top of my program and I'm going to hit save. Then go directly to the web page, and you don't have to reopen it up. All you have to do is refresh it and see how hello fellow coders popped up right there. That's because I put it between the body of the web page. Now it's basic. I think it's size 3 Times New Roman black font, so there's nothing, and it's left aligned. There's nothing special about it. But for today, I think it's a good start. My next episode will be telling you a little more on how to make your websites look how normal websites do, I guess. Make them colorful, align text where you want, whatnot. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching Albino Tiger Gaming, and please comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.